Back. Thought I'd give you a little update on the Camaro. It's been a couple weeks. We haven't really done too much to it, but thought we'd give you a little update on what we did get done. Yeah, let's get into it. So it looks the same basically on the outside. Last night I did pull the dash out. Mind the mess. And all kinds of wires and stuff. We'll get rid of all that stuff. Probably it'll end up running the Terminator system like my truck does. What a cluster to get the cluster out. So you can see a little bit more. I guess you can't really see it on the phone, but we got firewall work to do. Floors. Yep, still bad. Got a lot of the back out. Chickens, stop making noise. If you've never seen how one of these works, that's how you get the trunk open. Take two. That's how you get the trunk open. Got it. Yep. Expert. Fuel tank's under there. They put, the fuel pump in the top of the fuel tank, above the rear end. So the only way to get at it is to drop the rear end in the tank. Or cut a hole there. Probably we'll just fuel cell or something in there. Looks like kind of a lot of work. It's still there. So I got a guy coming to get my 305 that I pulled out of the truck tonight. So if all goes well, tomorrow that is job number one. We'll get that out of there. So we can start on the rest of it. And as you can see, it's still not, it doesn't look any different, but we're making some progress. So it'll be a long journey, I'm sure. All right, well, we're in the shop. Managed to get the car moved in, so I guess it's time to get to work. Got it kind of stuck in here. Had to use the ATV to push it up in. Big old 4x4 on the front there just to push on. But I think we'll get it up on the jack stands and get under it and see if we can disconnect the drive shaft and stuff and maybe the trans mount. See if we can get it free. I'm down here hanging out with like 700 of my best spider friends. And it's really not that pleasant, but I'll show you what we're doing. We've got basically into the cross member here. Well, the trans cross member anyway. We just gotta get everything out. I already undid those two bolts. I think it just, as soon as we start undoing the cross member, and then those guys take this arm off here. I think there's a couple of cables that need to come off. Guys, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what all this stuff is. We're just gonna keep disconnecting stuff until it works though. Got it in a couple of the panels off, the hood off and stuff. And it's fighting. Managed to get the chain on, get the fenders off. What do you suppose happened here? Bit of a wrinkle. So I'm guessing it
It hit something at some point. That's fine. Dropped the exhaust basically on my face. So I think it might be making progress. Let's see. Oh. So immediately I'm going to have to disconnect the power steering line because I tried to get that nut, and of course you can only get on it with an open end wrench, and no friggin' chance at all. So let's just cut it. Yeah. I think we're coming. It's up on the jack. I'll pull that jack out of there maybe and just let it hang on the chains. Let me cut that power steering line. And I'm leaking. This could get messy. Oh. I did cut the power steering line though. Nothing came out of there, but of course it's all coming out of the trans now. Things are really getting kind of out of hand here. I did put a pan in to, you know. Anyway, I think I'm gonna take the jack stands out so I can get the crane up a little higher. Should pull straight out. No problem, right? Getting close. Whoop. Easy with that now. Right in there, it's still leaking. Yuck. Yuck. Guys, you're never gonna believe it. Free screwdriver. That's a keeper. We're so close. I'm gonna let it drain just a little bit more. We're pretty close. That's it's gonna come out. On Camaros, I guess the rad support doesn't come out at all. Like there's no way to unbolt it. So that's kind of a pain in the ass because it would be a whole lot easier if you could just unbolt the rad support and take that right out of there. But I think we have enough lift on the engine crane, we can get it up and over. But pretty close. There you have it. Some cleanup required, but it's out. And we can get to work on the firewall once we get, some welding required. But overall, we'll take it. Yeah, I'm under it again. I just need to, I need to get the drive shaft off so I can move it around the yard. Well, it's not going to need the drive shaft for a while, so it's got to come out. So I got to get those bolts off. Just having a look in here. I got a new shock. Probably won't need that where we're going. Repairs, well, I would say repairs have been made, but something's been done there. You can see somebody's been at a bit of it. And yes, it's crusty. If you guys, like if there's anybody watching who's not from Nova Scotia, this is actually pretty good. I know there's a lot of places that you guys don't see this kind of rust, but this thing was from the 80s. So we'll take this, we can clean this up. Might need a new emergency brake cable. Dog wants to have an intermission. See if we can do this. case you're wondering how I move it around, this is my setup. 4x4 winch. Just turn the wheel, give it a push. Back up into its spot up there. So you can get the bug back in the garage. Imagine. I didn't even look in here yet. Crime scene. Yeah. Well, it's back into position in its resting spot for a little bit. We did pretty good today. Made a hell of a mess, but I feel like we made some progress. I guess next up's gonna be getting a little bit more of all the crap out of the engine bay and get it up on some stands. Bug's back in the shop. I will do a separate video on the bug at some point. Stephanie's car. But it's a busy day. Thanks again, everybody, for tuning in, I guess, and checking it out. We'll keep you updated.